we are excited to be able to announce that one of the sponsors of the show is St.George. And so they sent through some like copy of us that they're putting up. They're putting posters up everywhere.
With our faces on it.
With our faces on it.
Yeah.
We got faces with St. George there. And they've come on board for the show and they're going to be really cool. They've been like crazy supportive.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked about what it's going to be like working for a commercial network with sponsors and things like that. Well, the answer is we have really cool sponsors that are actually quite supportive of games, putting money into prize pools,
giving back to the game community
with really cool offers and stuff like that. So it's allowing us to just do what we do and not be compromised while still having the support of an awesome company. So.
And Phoenix Lineham says, time to change banks. To which I say, yes.
Yes.
Because that would look really good for us. Like if you do it, just send me a picture and I'll just trot down there over the weekend and show the CEO, and I'm sure that they'll be thrilled about that. We got a tweet a couple of days ago from Phoenix with a picture of her St. George welcome pack and her card.
She actually did change banks.
And she actually changed banks, which is really amazing. So, you know, again, thank you Phoenix and thank you St. George for the 15 mil, obviously now that's incoming. But beyond that, St. George are actually really happy with the fact that she did that.
They were so thrilled.
And they thought that they would do something cool for her. So, what they've organised, and we had no idea about this, and we got told about this morning.
Yeah.
What have they organised?
They've organised to fly her from wherever she is to Sydney to attend the Overwatch World Cup stop.
I'm here with Phoenix Lineham. Phoenix, what gets you so excited about esports?
The fact that they're now finally in Australia and we're getting like recognition and we can actually do things. It's like, yay, Australia, not just footy and AFL and maybe cricket if we're good.
Australia.
And how did you find yourself to come here to the Overwatch World Cup?
It's pretty crazy. So a couple of weeks ago, I switched banks to St. George because I decided that I'd had enough of my current bank. They were so impressed because I was like, oh my God, I love screenplay. They're being sponsored, so I changed. And then they called me up and said, oh, hey, by the way, we love what you did. Do you want to go to Sydney for a weekend? And I was like, absolutely. So they put me up here.
It was a bit of a loaded question. I totally knew the answer to that. And I mean, you kind of covered it, but what made you switch banks besides obviously your love for Nick and Steph?
Well, besides the obvious, customer service. Like, I'm super into customer service, and if like a company will do that like excellently, I will absolutely do anything for them.
I don't want to lead the witness, but it definitely was because of Nick and Steph.
100%. Screenplay tick, box done.
And what's your experience with St. George been like so far?
Flawless. As I said, customer experience. They've been really good. No problems with getting into their branches and everything. Phenomenal staff.
And so is it the customer service that you think makes them different from other banks?
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, the customer is what they need to serve, and that's what they did.
And that's you.
That's me.
How do you feel about their involvement in esports?
It's great, because especially in Australia, digital content is a lot easier for us to access, especially for those of us in regional regions. So the ability to be able to like, hey, if you buy this with us and we'll give you like reimbursement, we'll give you a reason to actually, you know, commit to an online purchase, it makes it a lot easier for us out there.
And are you aware about how St. George is supporting gaming in Australia?
Yeah, so I believe they like the rebate thing, which is phenomenal. Like, for those of us who don't want to have like 50 walls of cartridges like we did back in the N64 days, makes it a lot easier to like have online digital stuff downloaded constantly.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Phoenix. I hope you enjoy your weekend here. Thanks to the good people at St. George and the excellent people at Screenplay. She tweeted me before the weekend started and said, chilling in my hotel room in my St. George onesie while watching Screenplay. Best start to the weekend ever.
Ah, it's so cute. The whole thing was so crazy though.